Johnson would have been her birthday today. Well, that's it for me. Next week, Tom Atter is joining me. We celebrate Black History Month through the blues. And Elvis Costello is Jules' guest next. Any bet that Jules would have loved that song. So enjoy the show, and thanks for listening as ever. And that's it for me. The Blue Show is produced by Dom Tyman and is a Something Else production for BBC Radio 2, online, on digital radio, and on 88 to 91 FM.
After a disrupt 22. Would be in Britain's intro.
Entire man, and this is something next week with Zydeco bringing us to the close. That's it for me. As ever, we'll be back next week with US vocalist Shamika Copeland. She's got a great new album out too, so we'll be playing tracks from that. Up next is Jules Holland. He's joined by Ray Davis of The Kinks, playing some of his favourite tracks, so that's going to be ace. The Blue Show is produced by Dom Tyman, and this is Something Else production for BBC Radio 2 online, on digital radio, and on 88 to 91 FM. Radio 2. It's sometimes funny one from Larkin Poe. They're also going to be guests on this show in a few weeks' time. Up next, though, is Jules Holland, whose guest is Michael Palin, no less. Pretty much it for me, though. The Blue Show is produced by Don Tyman and is a Something Else production for BBC Radio 2 on the BBC Sounds app, on digital radio, and on 88 to 91 FM.
Renee. And thanks this afternoon. That's Jenny, and light thanks this afternoon to Dave Davis, and to Liz Barnes and Tom Bett from Wisewater, who produced the show for Radio 2. And thanks to our studio manager, Mark Wilcox. A likely pair of lads coming in next Sunday afternoon. TV comedy writing duo Dick Clements and Ian Lefrenay. Writers of Porridge, The Likely Lads, and many more. They'll be joining me between 3 and 5. Stay tuned for Paul O'Grady coming up next. This is Radio 2 on the BBC Sounds app, on digital radio, and on 88 to 91 FM.
Referendum.
Is Chloe and Barney a let's you in the text. Trevor's next. We're here next week. And our observers this evening was Florence, who might do it again, I don't know. We're here next week in case you're interested. I'd rather enjoy it. But in the meanwhile, ladies and gentlemen, this is Radio 2. It's on 88 to 91, it's on digital radio, and it's on the BBC Sounds app. Trevor's next. Enjoy all the juice. Thanks to the very, very... Thank you very much for being... Ooh, I can imagine his legs moving. Thank you very much for being wonderful this evening. Oh, hello. My great thanks to the very, very naughty George. To old enjoy all the juice Snook. And that effervescent egg distributor, Miss Fiona Day. Pip pip for the present. Quite prepared to do the same thing next week. In the meanwhile, this is BBC Radio 2. It's online, it's on digital radio, and it's on 88 to 91 FM. And I'm permanent. To the mad dog, I thank you, sir. He's going out to dinner and we have filled him with snacks. To the mad dog and Englishman, our fabulous studio manager. And I'm permanently indebted to the magnificence that is Fiona Day, who's been doing breakfasts this week, and that's tough. Well, it's not tough working with Coxie, but the hours are tough. Trevor's coming up, then we've got Craig, and then we've got Anna. There's so much to play for on BBC Radio 2 on a Saturday night. I'm off to collect the dog from Simon. This, you lucky people, is BBC Radio 2. It's online, it's on digital radio, and it's on 88 to 91 FM. Well behaved.
As Harvey Cook.
Trying to take over. Important that we've been well behaved. Thank God she can marshal us. Trevor Nelson is dying to take over. This is BBC Radio 2, online, on digital radio, and on 88 to 91 FM.